Welcome everyone to our new Meet the Members series. I'm your host, Aaron Kirk Douglas. And with me today is Patrick Adigweme, a new member. If you haven't had a chance to get to know Patrick yet, it's because he joined right before we started this whole pandemic shutdown. So as one of his sponsors, I know you'll thoroughly get to enjoy Patrick as I have. Welcome, Patrick. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
So to acquaint our audience with the format of these interviews, they'll typically run about 10 minutes in a Q&A format. And you and I have reviewed the questions in advance. My job is not to surprise you or make you feel uncomfortable in any way, but it's just to help our members get to know you a little bit better so they feel comfortable coming up and talking to you when you're at the club. So first, I have a series of rapid fire questions. Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
Extrovert.
And your favorite color?
Green.
And name your favorite thing of that color.
I think, in the spring when the trees get really bright, like the very first leaves that are on there, that's got to be it for me. It's like being outside in any location at all and seeing just the really bright, fresh green of spring.
All right. So what's your favorite food?
I would have to say pad ki mao. It's a Thai food.
All right. Now, wine, beer, or spirits?
Beer.
Okay. What favorite beer?
Anything in the porter stout range, I think.
Okay. So darker?
Yeah.
And now on to some serious stuff. I'd like to know the answer to this very simple, open-ended question. Patrick, what's your story?
My story. Let's see. I was born in New York. I grew up in Florida. Went to college in Vermont, and now I live in Portland, Oregon. I travel sometimes. I try and make people laugh, and that's. I think that's really all there is to my life. It's just trying to discover new places, new experiences, new foods, new people, and see if I can make each day a little bit better for as many people as I can.
All right. Now, since I've met you many times at the University Club, as I recall, before you joined, there were some things you were really looking forward to. So what are the things you have been able to do so far that you've enjoyed, and what are you looking forward to in 2021?
I think the biggest benefit for me, I did join right before we had some mandated shutdowns, so there hasn't been too much of the socializing that I hoped for. But getting to experience the food, I think, has been, maybe that's just because I'm a food-minded person, but I really have enjoyed some of the dishes that I've gotten to experience and to sample, and some of the wines I've gotten to try here at the club.
Okay, now I know you also do some volunteer work. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, so every Friday for a while, starting I think just this past summer actually, I've gotten to volunteer with this organization called Free Hot Soup. They go out and they provide hot meals to the people who have some sort of less fortunate situations who might not be living in houses at the moment, people who just need a meal. Pretty much, if you need to eat, they will feed you. And so I've gotten to do some direct action in that way, going out to help hand out these meals to people who haven't had a hot meal in a long time. And I think it's really important to make sure that they get seen, as it were. There's a lot of people who live in these marginalized corners of society that don't get seen, they don't get treated as humans. And so, we deliver them food, we hold conversation, we hold space for them, and we see them as people. I think that's huge.
All right, and now a few more of our stock questions. If you had to make an alias for yourself, what would that be?
Ooh, that one's hard. What kind of alias? I think, I don't know, is it too cliche to be Florida man? I'm not sure.
I don't think so. What's the most useless talent that you have?
I can say the alphabet backwards in 2 languages.
Wow, okay, that's a pretty good one. Now, just between you and me, what is there about you that no one else, or that you think most people don't know?
I think most people probably don't know. that I once wrote what I would consider perhaps a very naive poem that was then published in a small press in Tennessee. And I have had no luck in getting it off the internet.
So plagued by something that you wrote in the past that, yeah, that maybe you thought you should have not, yeah. Yeah, I know how that goes. So if you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would that be?
I hear that ideally, like eating a coconut gives you all the nutrients that you have, I think. So you can both drink the coconut water and eat the meat of the coconut. And I don't know that I would enjoy that for the rest of my life, but I've always wanted to try it and see if it was true.
When we finally have our next karaoke night at the club, what is it that you plan on singing?
Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra.
Nice. That's a great one. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Now you know a little bit more about Patrick, and so please say hello to him when you see him around the club. Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.